Hi there everybody, it's UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator Halsey here from SlimmandStylish.com. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you're all okay. Today I've got a bit of a mashup for you. So this week I have been doing my product previews where I am bringing to you and demonstrating to you brand new products from the mini catalogue and or the Celebration catalogue. But normally, previously on a Wednesday, I have done my Winter Wednesday series, which I have decided to now rename the Midweek Mini. So it's featuring products from the mini catalogues and it's going to be midweek on a Wednesday. And I'm still going to do the same theme, whereas I grab one project or one product and create 3 projects that I have no clue, no idea where I'm going with, and just having a play. So for today's midweek mini, I'm going to make 3 cards and I've got my card bases all ready, and I'm going to use a brand new product medley from the mini catalogue. So this is completely new to me. This could go any which way, and to prove it's completely new, look, it's still in its wrapper. So this is the Flowering Cactus product medley. So let's get this baby open and see what's in here. I'm quite excited. I do really enjoy the medleys when they come from Stampin' Up. So I will be doing a run through of the catalogue next week, and I will show you the page that this is on when I do the run through. But the great thing about the medleys is that they do include everything to sort of get you going with a set. So they normally have a stamp set in it, die sets in it, papers in it, things like that. So I can't wait to see what's in this one. It got a bit knocked around. Unfortunately, I placed an order with a load of stuff in and my order got a bit bashed. But that is why it comes in a protective box. So there's the stamp set. Cactuses. Oh, how fun. And there are the dies to go with it. I will run through them in a minute. And then I have a little bag. Just checking there wasn't anything else in there. There wasn't. Oh, so fun. So this is what we've got. Okay, the Cactus set, it's photopolymer. It's got 15 stamps in, and they are all at the size that is on this case. So we have a few different cactuses. We have some flowers for them. I love how your friendship has grown. You are a rare find, my dear friend. Life can get kind of prickly. Oh, I love that one. Happy looks good on you. I'm always here for you. Hope your birthday is filled with beautiful things. Right, life can get kind of prickly. I feel that's going to go on one of my cards today. Love it. To coordinate with it, and I do have my stamping cut and emboss machine just off to the side, so we can play with the dies if need be. Again, I don't really have any clues, so let's see what dies we've got. Okay. Brilliant. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. I can count. 9 dies to go with these. And it looks like they go around all of the individual pictures. And then we have some dies, and this looks like it's got embossing bits in the middle. So they're going to form cactuses and strips that have got the prickles on. Very fun. Okay, and then in this little bag I have so we've got some twine that looks like it's in either Sahara sand or crumb cake, and this has got to be Calypso coral. Let me have a look in my catalogue. It would help if I had that open to the side. Unfortunately, I can't show you inside it until the 5th because that's our demonstrator policy, unfortunately. But on the 5th, you can come back here and I will run through it all with you. So, oh, natural. Calypso coral and natural. Okay. These are felt pieces. Oh, how exciting. I very rarely play with felt in my crafts. So these are little square pieces like this. You get 4 in the Calypso Coral and you get 4 in the Highland Heather colour. And they, oh yes, there's flowers that push out. Right, so you can't see those very clearly, so let me just pull them out. You've got a little flower there and it's all stitched. Oh, it's so adorable. You've got your little prickly bits there. You have to give these a tug to get them out of the felt. I will let you know. All this teensy flowers with just a centre stitch in. There. The stars over there. Little ones. And then there's big flowers with just a hole in. There we go. Oh, and then there's flowers here that have got more of a diagonal end rather than the circular one. Oh, you've got leaves over here. So there's a leaf and another leaf. Oh, and you've got another big prickly bit there. So that's actually lots of different types of shapes that you've got in that. And the felt, I mean, it's covered in them. There's still loads left to go, but I'll keep those to the side. I think what I'll probably do is push them all out and pop them into a little container, and then I'll have them all already out, ready to go for future projects. And papers. This is some product preview, isn't it? This is like a whole whammy of stuff. So papers. Oh, we've got loads. So you've got those ones. This is Mossy Meadow, Mint Macaron, and Calypso Coral. These are all the pop-out bits, so I'll come back to those. You've got all of those ones. This is Highland Heather. Oh, sorry, I'll show you the other side of that. Oh, that's delightful. Isn't that one lovely? Okay. That one there in Highland Heather. This one here, I quite like this one as well. And this one here, which strangely, considering I'm just coming over Christmas, reminds me of Christmas. It looks like little poinsettias. So you have got 48 sheets of those, and there's 8 sheets of each different design. Exciting, exciting. And these here are, okay, these are also, they're not push outs. I thought they were going to be push outs. They're not. They are DSP, but they have these on them. So, ha 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 ha. You can use the, you can use your dies with those. Oh, isn't that exciting? I think that's very exciting, so I quite like those. Right. First things first, let's start with a simple card, shall we? Or a simple-ish card, maybe. So, we all know where I'm going. I'm not even going to go with Cactusy with the first one. I don't even know if that's a word, Cactusy. It's now a word. So, there we go. And my blocks, I'm going to go flowery instead because this is me and I like flowers. You can't get me away from them, unfortunately. So it is a stamp set that I'm playing with Calypso Coral with, because I've got all the Calypso Coral bits and pieces. And I'm going to, what am I going to do? I'm going to grab my Post-it notes. Going to make a little bit there that's masked off. Okay, I've just opened that. I don't want to close it. I am going to be popping my Calypso Coral flowers all the way around this. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Right, Highland Heather is also a colour that features in this. And mint macaron is also a colour that features in this. So just going to keep stamping this, and those, by the way, layer lovely. So I don't know whether you saw that, but they just, you can pop them on the macaron one. I'm going to pop these actually next to the inks that I'm using, because to me that's just going to be easier. You can layer these on top of the others. They fit quite nicely in those gaps. They actually really do. Oh, I love that. Okay, keep building, keep building. Yeah, you all saw what I was just going to do. It was going to be awkward. I was going to pop this into the Calypso coral after going into the Highland Heather. I just get excited sometimes, and what can I say? There we go. Pop that in there. Pop that on there. Pop that over there. Lovely. I'm actually going to just pop this off sideways because I don't want the big one on there now. I just want one so that I can fit another little baby one there. Okay, and then I'm going to build out this way with the mint macaron. There we go. Whip that off. Oh, my mask didn't go very well. The Calypso coral went straight through, which is very disappointing. I was planning on that being a flat card. It's not going to be anymore. It's going to have... Let's chop that through. So, what do I reckon that is? That's 1.5 inches by 3 inches. Very disappointed with that. I thought it would be a flat card in the end, but I can make it pop out and that'll be all right. This way I can add some twine underneath it. There we go. The little things, you see, people, the little things that will go on there, la da di da, like that. And then we can add some twine underneath, because I've now decided I want twine on here. So for the twine, I'm actually just going to pop a couple of runs of the Stampin' seal. I'm going to pull them both together. Like that. Yeah, I'm going to do this a couple of times. So pop some adhesive on the back. And I'm just going to grab my silicone mat before I actually make this awkward and stick it to the grid paper. So stick that on the back there. Stick that round. Chop it off, and then I'm going to do exactly the same, and I'm going to run it around again. So we actually have some nice thick twine going on. Okay, do I want another one on? No, that's fine. I'm okay with that. So sentiments. You are a rare find, my dear friend, I think is going to go on this one. And it's going in Calypso Coral because that's the main base colour of this card. You are a rare find, my dear friend. Okay. Actually do it again and pop it in the middle, Halsey. That would be the winner, obviously. I still haven't managed it in the middle. I can't do it, can I? My eyes are just dodge. I try every time. Could line it up with the grid paper, but because where you are and where I am, I'm off to the side, so I don't really see it that well. So, but at least it's straight now. So let's just do that. You are a rare find, my dear friend. I'm going to pop that flush on that end and run it all the way along to there. And I'm going to grab both of the twines that I had. And make a little bow. Together, so you have both of them, and then a glue dot. I'm coming to the end of my glue dots. I'm hoping I'm not at the end. Oh, I've got 2 left, so these are very precious because you're going to hear me do this all week, and it's sod's law, really, I suppose. I'm moving. I've got loads of boxes in front of the cabinet that keeps all my spare stock in. So I've got spare glue dots in there. I've got spare dimensionals, spare rhinestones, spare everything. And unfortunately, the boxes are in front of the cupboard, so I can't really get in there. I'm just going to pop. I've done my sentiment on quite biggish cardstock, and for some reason it's not sitting very well, so I'm just going to pop a couple of additional dimensionals under there to stick it down. I think it's because my first dimensionals that I put on fell where the twine is, so they're sitting on a bit of a rockety bit. So let's apply this to the base, and then I'm going to pop some of these felt Highland Heather pieces on, because you know I've got them, I want to add them. Oh, I actually quite like that. So I'm just going to stick that down. I'm going to stick it down completely flat so that the twine sticks as well. Tell you what, I'm not even disappointed anymore. I was disappointed it wasn't going to be a flat card and this was going to pop up, but actually I really like that. So for my little pieces, where am I going to put you all? Hey, where am I going to put you all? So I'm going to pop. I think I'm going to play with the ones that's got the stitching in the middle, and I'm just going to pop a couple on here. And I'm going to pop them up on dimensionals. So I've got some mini dimensionals somewhere. I do have some. There we are. I'm going to pop those in the middle. Pop that off, and I'm going to pop it up so it rests against where the sentiment is. And on this side, I'm going to put it on a dimensional again. I was going to pop it on a glue dot, but oh no, go on, I'll use my last glue dot. But remind me for the rest of the video that I don't have any more glue dots left. I know what's going to happen. I'm going to end up having to move all those boxes, but I've packed them with all books and stuff, so they're quite heavy. Stick that down there. Ah, I like like that. So there's card number 1. Oh, almost fell in the thing. Card number 2, I'm going to use this paper that I said was really pretty earlier. Where is it? There. And I think it's going to coordinate quite nicely with this here. So I'm going to just quickly die cut that out. Like I said, I've got the machine to the side of me. So I'm just going to run that through real quick. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit on the desk. So I'm just going to literally turn my head and run that through. Hold my sandwich. Ooh. For those of you that haven't watched my videos before, because I did used to turn the camera so you could all see, but the die machine is on the floor by the side of my desk. So I've just had to pop it on and bend down and lean over to do it. And that is always very awkward. But when I do move, now I've talked about it, I'm going to have my own little die cut stand, I've decided. And I want it on one of those fancy tables that you stand up at to craft at. There we go. Just ran that through. So, where's my little mini guillotine? I was using it 2 seconds ago. I'm going to cut this down so that it's 10 centimetres. And I'm going to cut it so it is 6 centimetres. Let's do that. That's quite nice. It gives you enough of the paper without the paper becoming the main focal point of the project, because obviously I've got my cutout that I want to be the main focal point of the project. So I'm going to cut the topper down to 10 centimetres. So this will be 10 centimetres by 14.25 centimetres. I'm going to pop that on there. Oh yes, this is going to look lovely. I love this Medley. I was a little bit put off the Medley, and I'll tell you why. Very silly, I know, but I like ribbons with projects rather than twine. So I thought to myself, I'm not really going to get it because it's twine. I'm going to be disappointed that there's no ribbons. I am not disappointed. I am in love with this. And do you know what? I'm going to use the twine again. And I'm going to do what I did earlier, and I'm going to double it. So I'm just going to pop, where's my seal gone? I'm going to pop it over to there and over there. Grab the Calypso coral, grab the natural. Pop it in the glue, run it around. I've only done it once this time, and I'm okay with that. But I am going to do my bow again. And we've all worked out what problem I'm going to have now. I can demonstrate something and run out of it. But the problem is, as well, I will actually tell you, I might put a picture up on my Insta later so you can all see. The cupboard has a glass front, so I can actually see them, but I just can't get in. No, they're taunting me. Pop that over that side there. Look, look, look. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, a scrap piece of Whisper White, I think, for my new favourite sentiment, which is going to be that prickly one that I fell in love with as soon as I find what I actually did with the stamp set. There it is. I don't have much room on my desk, so when I play with Medleys, liking it kind of prickly. It's there, dead in the middle. this time with, what green did I say was with this one? Mossy Meadow, did I? Yeah. I'm going to go Mossy Meadow. I'm trying to get that straight. Can you see my head? I'm sorry if you can. Life can get kind of prickly. I'm just going to check because I would like it to fit with the window punch. I don't know whether it does. So I'm going to check it for us. Just look at that. Perfect fit, actually. Life can get kind of perfect. That makes me quite happy. Oh, I like it. I like it. So I'm going to pop dimensional there. That's half on the Cactus, half off. So that when I stick this on, it will stick pretty perfect like that. And then I just need to pop a few more on to make sure it's all popped up. Don't get your fingers stuck to the dimensional. I know. I'm a nightmare sometimes, aren't I? So there we go. Life can get kind of prickly, and can't it just? So I quite like that. Let's just straighten that up a little bit. So I'm just going to pull that off, straighten the tail, pop it back down. Now I'm actually going to step this up a little bit with things that aren't in the medley but are in the catalogue. So I'm going to add, I was going to pop some gilded gems, but I'm actually not. I'm going to put some of these butterflies because we've got Calypso coral butterflies. So I'm just going to pop a couple of those onto the card. You can get these from the annual catalogue, and they're lovely. They come in several different colours. I just really like them. I could have put the purple in with them as well, but I'm going to keep them orange. And there we go. So card base. I thought I'd scored on my card base. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm obviously doing that. Yeah, I am. I brought my non-scored ones over and left my scored ones on the cupboard behind me because, like I said, I was being daft. So I'm just going to fold that over. Burnish it, and I'm going to stick that onto there, and again I'm just going to do it completely flat onto that card. I'm going to rest it up against the edge so we have a nice little frame all the way around on the outside. There we go. 1, 2. Next one up, I'm going to be using the DSP straight away for, I think I'm going to cover the whole card in the DSP. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold that down like that, and I'm actually going to take the DSP to the card this time. And I'm going to stick it completely over the card, and then I'm going to cut it down from there. And I find that easier. If you're going straight over the card, I think it's much easier to add the DSP on and then chop it down. If you try and chop the DSP and then stick it on, I find that sometimes my measurements are slightly off and you might see a slight bit of white hanging over at different points. So I'm just going to make sure that that is on, and I'm using my Tombow because it is repositionable. You can move it with your hands, and make sure that that is completely flat so that you can't see any white on any of those edges. Okay, and then you can turn it over, pop it through. If you've got the mini guillotine or if you've got our trimmer or anything like that, you can pop it through, line it up, and just chop it off. Okay, for that one I'm going to have to fold it and pop it under so it fits. And now you can see it fits the back perfectly. So then for this one, I want a piece of scrap Whisper White, and I want, which sentiment am I going to use? So, hope your birthday's filled with beautiful things. That's a nice sentiment. Actually, do you know what? I've got a piece of Whisper White that I was using earlier that's kind of a nice size actually. So yeah, it is, because I'm not planning on cutting this down. So it's 2¼ inches by 3¾ inches. And I'm just going to pop the Highland Heather on. Hope your oh, try again, Helen. As you can see, I'm really rubbish at getting things in the middle of things. It's why I like stamping it and then cutting it out. Still not in the middle, but I can live with it. Right, my earliest stamps and my chamois. I keep my chamois in one of our wide stamp cases. It was actually a stamp case that broke, so I had it and it broke, so it's got a hole in the side, which is great because it means that my chamois can dry out and not go all manky. Scrap piece of paper. Okay, and I'm just going to build the flowers up on the outside in Highland Heather, and I'm not really going to play with any other colours, but what I will do is I'm going to get the little one, I'm going to stamp it off lightly and then stamp it on. Stamp it off lightly, stamp it on, off lightly, on. And then the tiny, tiny one, and I'm just going to put that on at the normal. Just go all the way around the edge with it. There we go. Quite happy with that. I say I'm happy with it, I'm not. I'm going to stick it onto the Whisper White that I brought out earlier, so it's got a little bit of a frame so it stands off away from that background. So I'm just going to stick it down. There's no scientific method to this. There's nothing measured or doing anything special. I'm just guesstimating that. And that's why when you guesstimate it goes wrong. I've done it too big. But it's better to go too big than go too small. So that's okay. I'm just going to sort this side out. There we go. It's not exactly straight, so I'm just going to straighten that bit up. Right. Yeah, happy with that. Right, I've got the ribbon that is not in this set, but I want to play with it, which is our polka dot tulle ribbon. Okay, and for that, I'm just going to pop a line down on here over where that sentiment's going to be. So it was a bit of a messy line, but it's going to be over there. And stick that to it. Run it back. And stick that to it. So you've just got a little bit of the polka dot ribbon showing out, and I quite like that. Now some dimensionals on the back and stick it down. Very simple card, this one. I told you I'd want some ribbon at some point though, didn't I? I called that I would want ribbon at some point. Okay, and then to finish it off, do I want some? Yes, I do. That wasn't even a question, was it? It was like, do I? Yes. So a couple of the mini dimensionals. And I've got some more little flowers here that I pushed out earlier. There we go. Oh, I love that. So it was a slightly longer video, but hopefully you've enjoyed and you've watched and you think, oh, I really like that medley. It's really good value for money, I think. It is £65 in the catalogue, but you get the twine, you get these felt bits, you get all those gorgeous papers, the dies, the stamps. I mean, it pretty much is good to go. And I think it's absolutely stunning. So there we go. Card number 1, card number 2, card number 3. You'll have to let me know which one you prefer. Thanks for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed today's project. All items that I have used on this video are available to purchase from my store, www.SlimmandStylish.stampinup.net. Alternatively, if you would like a copy of our catalogues, please send me an email to slimandstylish@live.co.uk or leave me a comment below and I'll get in touch with you. I upload regular content to this channel, so if you do enjoy watching my tutorials, please make sure that you have subscribed and rang the bell to get notifications when new videos go live. Thank you for joining me and have a lovely day.